Welcome to the Sales Machine, and here we are with the sales audits. And simply, you have a video here to help you along the way if you run into any troubles as to how the segment of the site works. But simply what you do is scroll down. You'll notice we have set 12 areas. Those are listed below so that you can read those in detail if you'd like. Simply ask the question, what do you need to increase your sales? And click on the one that applies for you, in this case leverage referrals, and up will open the sales audit. And within 90 seconds or less, because it's one question followed by a series of statements, you'll be able to identify what it is that you need in order to be able to sell more. And let's say in this case you've isolated it to ask for referrals in a better way. We would then go back to the site and we would then focus in on going to the sales training segment. Scroll back up. And here's the sales training segment. Click on that. And again, you'll notice we have a video here in case you need some direction. Scroll down. Here you have the 12 areas. We'll click on the leverage referrals, and up will open a page which will give you the choice of either viewing or listening to the sales training portion. And also they're done in isolated chunks, so you can decide whether you wanted to listen to it all or view it all, or if you just want to listen to a particular segment. So to view it, you can either scroll down and read the print module, or you can click on the PDF version and you can view it there. And if you want to listen to it, simply just go to these audio tracks and choose the one that applies, and in this case ask for referrals, track 10. You could listen to just that segment because it works as isolated pieces, or you can listen to all of the whole segment. Then you scroll back up to the top, and now that you've identified what it is that you need in order to sell more and receive the sales training, then we go to the Sales Coaching GPS segment of the site. And in this segment, again, you have your video. You scroll down as you have with the others. You have your 12 areas, and here we'll click on Leverage Referrals, and up will open your Sales Coaching GPS system. Doesn't look like much at this point in time, but the secret is in the plus signs. You click on that and up will open the next set of questions. And then what you do, in this case we're going to scroll up to the top because our salesperson is focused in on ask for a referral. So we're going to click on the plus sign, remember your secret weapon. So we have let's say in this case our rep says yes, so we click on the plus sign here and up will pop the next set of questions. You scroll up to the top. Everything's designed so you start at the top to build the conversation naturally, and then you ask a question, let them respond, ask a question, let them respond, and the conversation will develop. With a new rep, you may find that they gain an insight very soon in the conversation. With a more experienced one, and you'll notice too, you have plus signs here, so depending on what their response is, whether the situation has gone well or poorly, they're still learning to do. So let's say it went well. You click on that plus sign, you start at the top and ask those questions, let them respond, and develop the conversation. Once they gain an insight, then you go down to the bottom, and at the bottom you'll find 3 questions to help them with what is it that they're going to do specifically. But I'm going to scroll down a little bit just so you can get a sense of what this is about for your more experienced rep. Now let's say we come to these segments, and you'll notice there's a lot more plus signs. So let's click on those, and you can see that it's not always a yes or no situation. And so in this case, let's go to when did you ask for a referral? So you have a choice of 3 options. So depending on what is their response, then you would click on that one. So let's say they did it at the beginning of the relationship, and then what you would do, again as usual, scroll up to the top, ask the question at the top, and then let them respond and build the conversation naturally. You can use this as a paint by number, or you can use this simply as a guideline for your sales coaching. Then once the rep has gained an insight, then you go down to this segment, the last 3 questions. So what are you going to do differently next time, and when are you going to get a chance to try your new approach, so that you actually have encouraged them and focused in on doing something differently. And then of course, when can you follow up? Then you now go back, now that you've gained the commitment and a time to follow up, and now comes the opportunity for you to actually do some tracking. And in this segment of the site, the sales tracking, again you have the video. You scroll down. Again, we have these 12 areas. Let's say we click on the leverage referrals again, and up will pop the leverage referrals tracking format. Again, all you need to do is put in the client's name and simply fill this out. We're going to be tracking the actual behaviors that your rep engages in, and then the results that they actually got. And what will happen is that they'll begin to see a pattern of what it is that they do that gets them good results. Then we go back to the site, and let's say you've done this and it's going well, yet you have a question. So this brings us to the Ask a Question and Answer segment of the site. In this segment, there are 3 portions. And the 3 portions are: 1, you get an opportunity to submit a question. So all you do is just click on this button and you'll be able to submit your question there. 2 is you get the opportunity to listen to sales coaching conference calls that you have once a month. We'll post the actual audio up here so that you can listen to it and give you a guideline so you know what the topic is generally about. And then the other is, whenever you ask a question, you have the opportunity, the answers will be listed with an article or with an audio for you to listen to. All you do is just click to continue, and you'll be able to read the whole portion. And also, when you're on the site, what you'll be able to see also as you're working through the site is you'll be able to see the categories of the responses as they've been added. So that ends your tour of the sales machine.